me to speak with you today. My name is Taylor. I'm a recent graduate here from the welding program at Southwest Tech. I'm so happy to see all of you graduates seated here in front of me who chose Southwest Tech with a very specific goal in mind. Congratulations for reaching your goal. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I graduated from Highland High School in 2007 as a pretty average student. I took the CNA program here at Southwest Tech and then began working in that field. While I truly enjoyed working in that career, I was not fully satisfied. So I decided that after 7 years of working in that field that I needed to make a change. I have a somewhat unique personality, as that I excelled in art at a very young age. It took about 1.5 years off of work and traveled with my brother, who is a successful tattoo artist out of Las Vegas, Nevada. As you can see, he does pretty good for that. While working with him, I saw a lot of amazing things, and I discovered a love for metal art. As much as I was intrigued by doing that, I knew I didn't have the skills to even build anything like that. I knew that Southwest Tech had a welding program that was very recognized for its quality and training and just the greatness that comes out of being here. As soon as I walked in the door, I was welcomed with open arms. Everybody here, they just really went above and beyond to make it, to make me feel like I made the right choice. I probably walked out of this institution with a degree in my hand and I was ready to use it. Now, when I started applying for jobs, it was a little difficult at first. I didn't get the first job I applied for, or the second, or the third, but it didn't stop me from trying. After about the 9th job that I applied for, I got it, and I haven't stopped learning. I now fabricate component parts for modified pulling tractors in the National Tractor Pulling Association. They travel all over the world and pull first-class pulling. Today, actually, I completed a manifold for $5,000 that's destined for New York. I knew that the hard work I put into my training here at the college helped push me in the right direction. While I was never afraid to do something different, I did have other hurdles in my life that I just couldn't seem to jump. I no longer let those insecurities dictate my success. I am a happy, successful, and skilled welder. I am still learning every day at my job, and I love it. I'd like to leave you with a few thoughts. You successfully reach your goal by graduating with a degree. As you continue on your life journey, continue to set even higher goals for yourself. Never stop trying, and never stop learning. Again, congratulations on earning the degree and best of wishes in your chosen career.
Our second speaker this afternoon is Mr. Zachary Sherman. Zach is Southwest Tech's 2016 State Student Ambassador. Zach graduated from Southwest Tech in the University Transfer Liberal Arts Program last spring. Yes, remember that. And is currently enrolled at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, finishing his bachelor's degree in social science education. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Zachary Sherman. Zach.
Thank you, Jason, for the wonderful introduction. Not as tall as everyone else, so I'll say myself. Good afternoon. I'd first like to start off by quoting Taylor Malley, who is one of the most well-known speakers or poets from the United States. He quotes, "No graduation speaker will ever tell you that the future is anything but uncertain. They never is. A graduation need only not be obsessed with looking ahead. A graduation can be a day on which we look back and trace our steps to see how we ended up where we are today." I'll stay true to that quote and not really talk about the future, but mostly about the past. When you be prepared for your future, which is why you're saying you were going to be your diploma. I was in tears like years away when I graduated with my associate's degree. I was too busy thinking about my future to realize how wonderful Southwest Tech is. I was too busy thinking about transferring to realize how much I miss instructors in the environment. Thinking about knowledge, the last 2 years I spent in Southwest Tech flew by. My advice to all of you is to take a moment away from the thoughts about your future and think about your time. Trace your own personal steps back to today. I commit when I reflect on my own personal steps, it wasn't all butterflies or rainbows. It was some storm clouds. But here I am telling you that no matter how bad it gets, you'll always have the memories and the friendships you have made here. To conclude, I have to say one more quote, even though it's a song lyric from a 1973 classic rock song made famous by your listeners. And one put in song it goes, dream on until your dreams come true. You've accomplished the dream of graduating college. Nothing can stop you from making your dreams come true. Congratulations, graduates, and good luck in your future endeavors. And if everybody could please join me in singing happy birthday to Dr. Jason Wood. I want to start off by singing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday to you.
Good luck, everybody.
Glad Zach already has his degree. I think he spoke at as many graduations as I have. He was a speaker last spring. And thank you. That's the largest group that's ever sang me happy birthday. Our final graduate speaker today is Katie Prue. She's from Belmont. Katie chose to attend the dental assistant program because of the good things she had heard about Southwest Tech. Katie's father, Dan Prue, and her mother and stepfather, Gary and Becky Wilkinson, supported her on her journey through the program. Katie has been involved with Student Senate while on campus, and her goal is to pursue a position in orthodontics or oral surgery. I'm also pleased to share with the audience tonight that Katie has accepted a position as a dental assistant in orthodontics with Dr. Warzak in Platteville. Please help me in welcoming to the stage Ms. Katie Prue.
Welcome, friends, family, and graduates. We're glad you all made it here today considering the weather that we're having. It really shows your continued support that you've shown us through the semester. I've lost track of how many times I've heard people say how great of a thing change is. Change will make you a better person. It gives you great opportunities. It's just a good thing to go through. Well, the thought of change when I graduated high school 8 years ago made me absolutely cringe. I was comfortable where I was and with what I was doing, and I hated change. I was very much a girly girl at the time of my high school graduation, and one night my mother tells me that she got me a job on a large dairy farm outside of town. I thought she was off her rocker. There was no way that I could do something like that, and I didn't know the first thing about it. Well, on my very first day, I was introduced to a woman named Tanya, and I swear it's like she read my mind every second that I was around her. She knew that I was uncertain. She knew I wanted to learn, but wasn't sure how. She knew that I needed her to explain things with detail and be patient with me. She just had a way of teaching that made me really listen to everything that she had to say. And not even just from the work aspect, but without even trying, she taught me so much about life in general and how to treat other people. And she knew that she had been in my position before and that everything was going to be just fine. I truly believe that she made me into a better person today. I've now been working on that dairy farm for 8 years, but I knew that wasn't something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I'm pretty convinced that the reason that I stuck around is because I got comfortable again, and I hated change. So I bounced around from school to school, program to program, really struggling to find where I wanted to be. And I really never showed up for class, I never paid attention, and I was just a terrible student. And you know when you have class with a bunch of students, there's always that one person you notice, that person who answers all the questions, constantly has a question to ask, always volunteering for things. And I thought to myself, I will never be one of those people. I just don't know how they do it. Like, where do they find the passion, the ambition? But I was always intrigued with the dental field after having braces for several years and being around so many dental professionals. But I was very discouraged after struggling through so many other programs. I finally talked myself into the dental assistant, enrolling in the dental assistant program here at Southwest Tech. And it was hands down the best decision I've ever made. I have never been to a school with so many people who are genuinely willing to help with anything you may need. I was having a lot of stress and anxiety about things that needed to be taken care of for the program, and whether or not it was just going to be another fail to add to my list. But on the first day, I was introduced to our instructor, Krista. And just as I experienced with Tanya 8 years ago, I swear it's like she read my mind. She knew I was uncertain. She knew I wanted to learn, but wasn't sure how. She knew that I needed her to explain things with detail and be patient with me. She just had a way of talking and teaching that really made me listen to everything that she had to say. And she knew that she had been in my position before and that everything was going to be just fine. And I truly believe she has made me into a better person today. I have now finally found my passion, and I became an entirely different student than I was in the past. So you know that one student that I mentioned, who was always asking questions, volunteering, just engaged in every little thing? Well, to my surprise, that was 100% me this semester. I realized that there are just so many amazing people around us to help us through these challenges. I can honestly say that I have never been more proud of myself and that I'm right where I need to be. And that I am no longer afraid of change. So as we leave here today, always remember to never give up on finding your passion, because it doesn't always come easily. So keep in mind that if Plan A fails, there are always 25 more letters in the alphabet. Congratulations, class of 2016, and good luck.
By the authority vested in me as chairman of the Southwest Wisconsin Technical College District Board, I hereby approve and confer the diplomas you have earned.
Graduates, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Brianna Burgett, Agribusiness Science Technology, high honors. Carrie Thompson, Agribusiness Science Technology. Richard Amon, Cosmetology. Cheyenne Daly, Cosmetology, high honors. Jamie Donner, Cosmetology. Kaylee Ellison, Cosmetology. Kayla Gibson, Cosmetology. Jenna Ginter, Cosmetology. Cami Kedley, Cosmetology. Brittany Krejci, Cosmetology. Isaac Salinas, Cosmetology. Sophie Vines, Cosmetology. Sharon Stafford, cosmetology, high honors. Christina Wilkinson, cosmetology, high honors. Michaela Winkers, cosmetology. Soraya Boardman, dental assistant. Tiffany Edmonds, dental assistant. Ashley Goodman, dental assistant, high honors. Nicole Jones, dental assistant. Mariah Main, dental assistant, high honors. Kelly Moonschwander, dental assistant, high honors. Carly Olson, dental assistant. Emily Peterson, dental assistant, high honors. Katie Crew, dental assistant, high honors. Alyssa Tucker, dental assistant, high honors. Kristen Walters, dental assistant, high honors. Tessa Legal, dental assistant. Jaren Hack, IT computer support technician. Ruby Green, IT network communication specialist. Rebecca Coolidge, direct entry midwife. Sandra Broker, medical coding specialist, high honors. Megan Christensen, medical coding specialist. Joseph Dusterbeck, supply chain management, high honors. Charles McDermott, supply chain management, high honors. Tiffany Krantz, medical coding specialist. Daniel Navarez, welding, high honors.
Will the graduates please rise? Ms. Kohlenberg, Mr. Craney, members of the board, faculty, staff, and honored guests, I present to you the December class of 2016. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels. I'm not sure what the significance of turning the tassel is, but it's a time-honored tradition, which means you have officially gone through every process to receive your diploma. So I've got a script here that I'm supposed to read. I have a few thoughts that I had today regarding graduation, and these graduates in particular. You have just graduated from the #1 two-year college in Wisconsin and the #11 two-year college in the country. So you join a prestigious group of graduates. Those rankings, in my opinion, belong to the efforts of the employees, the faculty and staff who work here at the college. Those speakers, each of you acknowledge either instructors or staff who made a difference for you. But I think as each of you reflect on your time here at college, you can find many people who made a difference in your success. Who knows what alma mater means? the Latin words. We use it normally to mean the college you graduated from, but what do the Latin words alma mater mean? They literally mean nourishing mother. Alma mater literally means nourishing mother. Your alma mater is now Southwest Tech. If you think about the symbolism between a nourishing mother and what you've gained here, Southwest Tech, by virtue of the faculty and their excellence and the techniques they employ in the class to give you an opportunity to learn through applying the skills that you're going to need on the job, serve as an intellectual mother, a source of everything you need to be successful in your careers and in life. So your alma mater isn't necessarily a physical location, but it is a nourishing mother that has given you the start, birth, to an intellectual life that can continue on the job, in your communities, and at home. The two largest groups of graduates came from our cosmetology program and our dental assisting program. I just want to share a few things that connected me to those students. Cosmetology students, you gave me my first manicure in my entire life. And that may be too much information. I appreciated going into your classroom and being a guest and seeing how you run the cosmetology program as your own business. You serve people, you serve students, faculty, staff, and community members just like you will now that you go out into the workforce. I was so impressed with my personal experience that I brought my wife and 6 daughters back for their day at the spa and had them engage with you and each receive their own manicure. One of the things they ask for their birthday or for holidays is a gift to go back to Southwest Tech's spa. So that metaphor as a nourishing mother means a lot to me because it's something that, because of your excellence and commitment to learning, has made a difference for my children. Second graduating class, the dental assisting students. I can't even smile, I don't want to look at my teeth. I was invited, or I inserted myself to go to one of their classes. I showed up for class, and Krista Demo is the professor, said, pay attention, I'm going to show you how to do dental impressions. I could handle that. I watched and observed. And then she had Nicole, one of the students, take impressions of my teeth. That's not a lot of fun, in my opinion, to gag on the substances they put in my mouth. This is why everyone cringes when I go off script. But they asked me to pay attention again because after I got done, I would be taking the dental impressions of Emily, one of the other students. And I have those impressions in my office. They're a trophy of sorts to me. Rethink wording on that one too. I appreciated the opportunity to be taught, to learn, and then to be able to apply what I had learned with those students. Faculty at Southwest Tech follow that pattern in a number of areas. I was recently the guest in John Plemer's Anatomy and Physiology class, a general education course that is also a prerequisite for the nursing program. It's one thing to know our instructors are good. It's another thing to go into class and understand how good they are. John, in a very short time, in about a half an hour prep and review session, engaged every single student, had a multimedia presentation, handouts for the students to follow along with, references to the textbook, 3D models that he could point out different things, as well as anecdotes and stories and mnemonic devices to help students learn. And after he was done with that short review session, the students then got to go and dissect kidneys. I had fully intended on dissecting a kidney with the students, but I had observed that dissection. I observed John as he walked around each of the groups and helped them with where they were, take the next steps. The students engaged in intellectual progress with a nourishing instructor who was guiding them and teaching them not only what they needed to know, but how to learn, so that once they leave, they can continue to learn. That's a powerful dynamic when you have applied programs teaching specific skills and gen ed courses that are developing intellectual curiosity and the desire to solve problems, think critically, and engage with students from diverse backgrounds. It's my honor to go into our classrooms. It's the best part of my job to see our students interact with our faculty and the exchange of knowledge, skills, and expertise. Outside of the classroom, I believe we have an unrivaled commitment by our staff to help students learn what life throws at them and how to handle it. I'd be willing to bet that almost every one of these students has engaged with someone outside the classroom, a non-faculty member, who has helped them through something difficult or guided them to resources that can help them be successful. Whether that was free tutoring in the Learning Resource Center, a food bank in time of need, the foundation staff who have access to scholarships, sitting down with an advisor to figure out course scheduling. Or if you worked in an on-campus job and you got to be mentored by a night custodian who wanted to help you learn a little bit more about what it is to work as part of a team. At Southwest Tech, we're #1 for a reason. It's because we have phenomenal faculty and dedicated and committed staff. So I get one piece of advice to our graduates. Each of you can think of a time that was difficult, I have no doubt, during the program. And many of you, if we go by percentages, has received financial support from somebody. You may know who, you may not know who. It may have been through the college or it may have been through your family, but somebody helped you be successful. My advice to you is to pay it forward by giving back. 85%, as of today, 85% of Southwest Tech employees give to the foundation to support students. 85% of our 177 employees have made a financial contribution this year to help our students be successful. We don't always know what our students need, so those funds go for all sorts of different student supports, whether it's a scholarship or it's food or emergency housing. Those funds go back to students to help them. But as you pay it forward by giving back, I believe that will foster the ability to be the difference in the world that you want to see. And if I could just end on one quick story about that. My oldest daughter is a freshman in high school. And after the recent elections, there's about 5 friends in her little group. After the recent elections, one of her friends made a statement about President-elect. And her other friends disagreed, and as sometimes happens in middle school, high school, there was some drama. But friends not treating friends real well because of political opinions. And she was really distraught about this. She came home and it bothered her for a couple of days. And as we were talking through the process, I finally asked her, I said, well, what did your friend say? Was she for or against President-elect Trump? My 14-year-old daughter said, Dad, does that matter? To her, the concern was how friends were treating each other despite having a difference of opinion. As graduates of Southwest Tech, going out into the workforce and going out into our communities, I encourage you to value people and relationships more than opinions. It's a great opportunity to participate academically in an intellectual environment where you can challenge authority and challenge assumptions and express diverse opinions and have those grow and develop and be cultivated. And the reason you were able to do that is because you have faculty who lead those discussions in class, not by trying to have you get the right answer, but having you explore where you want to be. Value those relationships. And it would start, I would suggest it starts with the people here who are here to celebrate and support you today. Please make sure you thank them, not only for being here, but the support they've given you probably for a long time in your pursuits. They're here to honor, recognize, and celebrate you, and whatever differences we may have, externally or internally, we should value the human experience and being able to be who we are. Graduates, I again commend you for your accomplishments. You will make us proud in the workforce and in your communities, and I hope you will be frequent guests back on campus. Thank you very much. My fault. I should have just dropped the mic and walked out. I do want to go back to the script because there's a few announcements. Many people contributed to the planning and execution of this ceremony. Thank you to all of them who helped set up, plan, coordinate, and carry out this event. The ceremony has been videotaped and will be available online. Please watch for a link on Southwest Tech's Facebook page. I'm not on Facebook, so maybe others that aren't on Facebook can find it from someone who is on Facebook. Graduates, we will now exit. Afterwards, you'll be able to enjoy some time with your friends and family, guests. I ask that you please remain seated until the stage party, the faculty, and our graduates have left the room. You may then join them in the cafeteria to celebrate and share some refreshments. This brings our winter graduation ceremony to a close. On behalf of the Southwest Wisconsin Technical College community, I wish you all the happiest and safest of holidays and a very happy and joyous, peaceful New Year. Thank you.